Okay, happy Saturday, everyone. First off, I want to start off by thanking James from Dundas Junction. He was uh, nice enough to go and pick up my order from Otter Valley for me last weekend. So I was able to finish off the supports. He got me some styrene and other things that I needed to work on this model. I also went over and visited his layout, which is very well put together. We troubleshot Walter's curve switch, and we also fixed the switcher. So that was a pretty productive evening. Thank you again, James. For those of you who don't know his channel, it's Dundas Junction. If you search YouTube, you'll find it. Some very entertaining stuff on there. Another question I have for you guys is about LEDs and decoders in an Atlas unit here. So this is my GP40 that I'm converting into a 38-2. And I have a question about these little LED boards. If I can get it off. So these factory boards right here, I want to hook them directly up to a decoder buddy. And I'm not sure if I need a resistor or not. So there's one here and there's one at the back as well. I just like to leave those in place and I guess get rid of the JST pin and solder directly to the board. Anyway, can I do that or do I need a resistor? So that's my question there. I guess while I've got this, I'll just show you a little bit about what I'm converting here. So this is one of CN's, I guess, older units. I think this is number 1417, or I can't remember what I put on Facebook. I can't remember. But I've been slowly converting this guy. It's got a low headlight instead of a high headlight. And I've put on the marker lights there, the fake marker lights. Just shaving the body in various places to convert it from a 40 to a 38. And yeah, I've got a headlight coming from TMR Distributing. Also very good for detail parts. Fantastic. I have to fill in this third fan here. And I'm not sure. I think I was going to actually cut this piece out and move it back. That's a lot of work. I may just sand off the rivets because the plate for the 38s ends here and not here for the 40s. And I think I do have a line on a non-dynamic GP38 from a guy in Oakville. Another guy had two of them, but they turned out to be GP40s. So yeah, trials and tribulations of finding the parts you need. Okay, I guess I will talk about my airbrush next. Obviously, there's a bit of a difference here with the floor painted. What I ended up doing was buying a new airbrush for all of about $38. It's a TimberTech. I bought it on Amazon. It comes with a 0.3, 0.5, and 0.8 nozzle needle combination. So right now I've used the 0.5 to do my Rapido Proto Paint. And it was much, much, much better than using my 0.2. So I can recommend this one. I've only used it once. 38 bucks. So this is going to be my cover a whole bunch of area paintbrush. And I'll be using my Harder and Steenbeck Ultra 0.2 for fine detail on models and freight cars and stuff. So use this guy with a big cup. It's got a bigger cup too. Really cool kit, actually. I'll get the package here. So that's it there. It's a dual action. It comes with the hose and everything too. 3 cups and 3 different needles. Really good deal. And to be honest, like if I mess this up, it's 38 bucks, no big deal. So, and it's got the stop on it as well, so you can control how much paint comes out. Anyway, as I say, only used once, but much better experience with the Proto Paint. And I did get this fixed. So the issue is in the nozzle. This guy right here. So these things are about 50 bucks. That's a 0.2 nozzle right there. And the clog was inside this very fine end, the tip. And there was also paint stuck in there. And so I had to use pliers to get this out originally. So yeah, keep your stuff clean. This was a 100% IPA bath for, I think I was at it for about 2 weeks, and I finally got one of those little micro brushes in there and scooped it all out. And this thing works like a dream. There's the needle there. It's really fine. I won't put this on the camera, but great airbrush. I recommend it. Just keep it clean. Okay, that's all for airbrushes. Okay, now I'll switch gears onto the model itself. This is, I guess, an update for TransCare number 3. I was able to finish painting the floor, obviously, with Proto Paint and the new airbrush, and that worked quite well. And what I did after that was I weathered it with some powders and some oils. You can probably just make out where the truck tires are and where the train tracks are with a little bit of grease coming off the bottom of the engines. Yeah, so that was a little bit of time taken to do that. I still have lots of detail to add to the floor, but I did finish off the four crane supports and the tracks. That was thanks to James going to pick up my order from OVR. Okay, let me think. What else do I have? I did finish the supports. I'll zoom in. This is the bumper for the loading dock. So that's a couple pieces of styrene glued together. I did some bolts there, you can see, and then just painted it brown and did a final wash of green on there to kind of make it look a bit like pressure treated wood. So there on all 3 bays there, you can see I painted the stair railings. Those are just stuck in the drill holes. They're not glued in. There's some of the detail on the supports. Okay, so the crane itself. Here's what I scratch built so far. So a little bit of a close-up there. The wheels are actually on the crane here. They're built out of styrene rod, and that's just basically filed down in the center with 2 different shape files. I might do a little video on that or a short on that. And then that electric motor is what I'm calling it. Where am I? I'll zoom out. Here we go. So this was built out of, I think it's a GP50 fan from an old Athearn Blue box, and just some styrene. That's my electrical box there. I'll have some wires coming out. So this is what I'm saying runs the actual electric motors for the crane. I don't know if you can see back in the distance there, there's a ladder going up there. That's the Tichy ladder and safety cage. So I'm not quite finished that. I'm still working on the height of everything. But here's another section of ladder here that you can take a closer look at. These things are quite fine. Also very nice detail. If I can get the thing to focus. So this is the second stage. This will get you from the deck here up to the top here. And I got to finish this railing off with some chains and stuff. So this ladder is going to go right at the back. So when you want to maintain the crane, you got to pull it all the way back, climb up here, go across a walkway, and then go climb up and then get onto here and then come back down. I'm not sure if that's prototypical, but that's what I come up with. So there'll be access on both the center. There's a ladder there as well on that center one, and you walk up right through the 2 tracks there. Okay. The crane itself, or I guess the gantry portion of the crane, was a lot of work. That railing took me a hideous amount of time to do. It's all scratch built. I do have some photo etch on the walkway itself, so you can see through. And these are it's called Pratt 20 on AliExpress if you want to order some. I think they meant Part 20, but they spelled it Pratt 20. So that's really good stuff. Pretty cheap as well. I do want to do a total cost of this model once I finished, and I'm hoping to come in under about $75 if I can. I'll do a running tally. Yeah, so now obviously next stage I have to do the actual crane itself, the bogie that runs across here. So I've got some tracks cut and weathered that'll go on top of here, and then I have to make the crane assembly and the hook as well. So that's going to take some time, and then I've got to do it again. I'm only doing 2 cranes. I'm not going to do 3, one for each bay, but it does take a lot of time to do that. Anyway, I think that's my update for now. So it's coming along. Still lots of work left to do. The walls, I have an idea now. I will hopefully have some walls up next time you see this, and I'll go over how I did that. All right, have a good weekend. Have a good March break for those in Canada, and take care.